Welcome back to Parkside Manor, everybody. It's Eric with Sprucehill Homes. It is September 17th, and it is week 88 of this monster project that we are working on. I cannot wait to show you what things are looking like inside. I was actually here yesterday with the clients and our project manager, Darren, going through everything and checking stuff out. It is looking so amazing inside. It is out of control. I don't want to talk about it anymore out here, sitting on the driveway or standing on the driveway. Let's go inside. Let's go have a look. Come on. Okay, so this is what the front entry of the home looks like. This door is becoming less and less protected day by day as we get ready to move these clients in. We are working on getting, more of the work done around the front door today, well, this week rather. And we are gonna be cladding all of these, the beams and the columns. We're just waiting for material to arrive because those were changed out at the last minute. So we're just wanting to make sure that we get the right stuff here. There's a ton of other stuff going on inside, which is really the priority. So let's move inside and check out what's going on in there. If you haven't seen them before, there are these things, I don't know what else to call them, the sticky mats. I actually came across them when I was coaching basketball last year for my daughter's basketball team. And it just kind of takes like the layer of dust and any other crap that you have on your shoes off. So if you walk on here, the bottoms of your boots become clean. It's kind of cool. So we have got under cabinet lighting everywhere. We've got inside under shelf lighting going on over here. Obviously there's a couple little missing details that are getting worked on this week. This is looking absolutely phenomenal. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful space. Like just amazing, amazing, amazing space. Beautiful. So here's one of two powder rooms we have on the main floor of this home. And we've got some really cool backlighting that's gonna happen. And we talked about this in previous videos where this is kind of beveled so that you get the light shining along the wall, and it's gonna be on both sides. The mirror is actually sitting right here to the right of Kyle. But this is going to be counter to ceiling mirror. And I mean, you can see how cool it's going to look once that mirror actually gets installed. And then, I mean, look at the paneling in here and the lighting. There's all of these just super, super cool details going on. So hard to spot them all. It's awesomeness everywhere. It's all I can say. This is the office door. Glass, custom ordered. This is actually, going to get flipped around. It's not finished installed yet because I think we want to have the door open this way. So they're actually going to spin this door around 180 degrees. I mean, we have used these LED strips extensively on this project, but how incredible does it look? Like, it is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful detailing. Now, I have powered shades at my house that are similar to these. And I can tell you that mine are not this quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna just stop that. I'm gonna take my mic pack off. Mic is here, so now you're hearing my voice. And now I'm gonna take, because it's a noise canceling mode right now. Now you can hear my voice without noise canceling. Check this out. That's how loud it is. That's me talking at my normal kind of volume. That's how loud it is in here with this shade going down. Incredible how quiet that is. And such smooth action too. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. This is all new cabinetry, and how does it open? It opens over here. So we've got lots of storage here for knickknacks, doodads, whatever the case may be. And I just love that as you come down the stairs, really. And I came down here and I saw this, and I already forgot that there's the coat closet for the home in here. That's pretty cool. So we've got plastic around the light bulbs right now just to protect them from any dust and whatever else. These have all been painstakingly specified in terms of the length, and they really are meant to look like raindrops falling from the ceiling. But what a stunning set of chandeliers in this foyer, right? So we've got one of these monsters here, and then coming over here, we've got another. I don't have the lights on right now because I don't, but so amazing. I happen to know that we've got the cleaners on site today. And so we've already had the cleaners here once. They're coming again today to tidy things up. We have our internal walkthrough tomorrow. And we've talked about that in the past. The whole idea is to make sure that we catch and we deal with all deficiencies before we give the home back to our clients. So obviously a ton of details, a ton of things to look at, make sure is just right and looking good before we hand the home back to the clients. As is Sprucehill standards, nice flush transition from wood to tile, right? Amazing linear drain down here. Like everything just looks so clean, so clean, so meticulous. And I mean, part of our deficiency walkthrough is just coming through and cleaning up little bits and bobs, and a lot of the time it's just rubbing a mark off the wall with your finger just to get rid of it. But it's all of those little details that add up to something being awesome or less than awesome. Okay, so one of the things that we do have happen occasionally is some trade damage. This is probably from somebody moving a cabinet or something like that around. It's just a part of it. You do your best to minimize it and make sure that it happens as infrequently as possible. This is a particularly egregious event, whatever happened in here, because there's also another mark in the floor over here. So there must have been something on the floor that got between the ram board and something else. But again, this is why it's so important to keep your finished floors protected, and then once they're protected, to keep that protection clean. Even though you've got ram board on the floor, this stuff can happen, and it does. So, we fix it. It's not the end of the world. So yet again, another incredible bathroom in this home, right? So we've got under cabinet storage. So if you come and bring that camera on over here, Kyle, you can see that we've got a U-shaped storage here, and then this actually pulls out as well. But when it's closed, everything looks nice and flush and clean. And then we were talking about in the powder room downstairs what it's going to look like. This is roughly what it's going to look like with that light kind of shining outside of the mirror. Here we are in the primary ensuite. I don't really know what to say. This is freaking awesome. The attention to detail, all of the minutia, everything that's been done in here, it just looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. So one thing that Kyle just pointed out to me, which I just kind of take for granted a lot of the time, is that in each of the bedrooms in this home, there's different pendants or bedside lighting. And the whole design of this room is the bed's gonna go here. And the reason for having different pendants is just to personalize each room, right? When I have done projects for myself, I used to give my kids the choice of what fixture they want to have in their bedroom. And that would be the piece of their room that they got to choose was what light fixture they wanted. I'm not sure if this client gave her kids the choice of what fixture they wanted or not. I wouldn't be surprised if she did, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, it's just a way to personalize the space so it looks unique when everything else is, somewhat similar. Do I know how any of this equipment works? No. Do I know what they're doing? Yes. And what they're doing right now is they are evacuating the refrigerant lines for the air conditioner. Well, I think this is a heat pump actually. Nonetheless, same difference. These are refrigerant lines. They have to be evacuated of all moisture, all oxygen, all everything. They have to be completely free of anything. And then they introduce the refrigerant into the system. And that's what helps to heat and cool your home. So this, I've seen guys actually leave this system on, when they're first commissioning a system. I've seen this get left on overnight because it takes that long to make sure that you really get everything out of the system before you charge it with the refrigerant. So, this is starting to get commissioned and ready to go, and it's exciting stuff. We're in the basement, and we've talked about how these stairs were going to work, and now we can see in real time, now that everything has been all put together. So these stairs are being supported both from the wall and also from these vertical slats. So these are actually part of the structure of the stairs, and I'll walk up them. These suckers are solid. They're not going anywhere. Absolutely amazing detailing. And I really like the detailing that happened on this kind of landing area here. I'll just kind of pull this up a little bit so you can kind of sort of see there, Kyle. So this landing carries underneath the stairs a little bit. I just think it looks super cool. Moving along, so we are moving at breakneck pace down here. Darren has got everybody spun up into a frenzy. So we've got television already installed here. It's protected. We've got the cabinets all in there, ready to go. Fireplace ready to go. I believe it even works, doesn't it?
Fired and clean.
Fired and clean. How about that? So we've got the guys from Pure Image here getting the rack installed and doing everything in here. I mean, look at the amount of technology that's going into this home. It is absolutely insane. And what I really like what Pure Image does is they actually assemble and build most of this in their shop. You know, a lot of contractors come to site and bring all of the bits and pieces and whatever else on site and build it on site. But I mean, I think it just makes so much more sense to build something like this out in a controlled warehouse or a controlled office so that you don't have to worry about having any issues happen on site. And it's also clean. And so this just comes in at the very end of the project. So I think it's a really, really cool way to do things. I mean, this isn't exactly perfected yet, but even like on a first pass, like, I mean, look at how well everything lines up. Monroe Millwork, I mean, what a great, great, great cabinet company. This stuff is incredible. And the people that they have working for them doing the installation on site, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Again, over here, television is what we came in here to talk about actually. It's on a mount that kind of pivots in and out. It's pretty effortless to move, to be honest. And when you push it back, I think it'll sit more flush to the wall. I just don't want to force it. But super, super cool, nice and big. You're going to be able to watch the game and play pool or whatever you want to do in here pretty easily.
There's no visible cables between there and there. And why is that? Because they're hidden in the wall.
Well, I mean, that's pretty typical though, isn't it though, Darren? Like how many? No, fair enough. Well, you know, Darren's pointing out that like, hey, you can't see any wires. Listen, if you are paying a contractor to do a renovation of any magnitude for you, and you can see cables going between your television and the cabinetry below, you hired the wrong person, all right? That is ridiculous, beyond ridiculous. We do have conduit, and that actually makes its way into this drawer down here. So there's a conduit that goes in behind the wall, and it drops into this drawer here. And this is where the future home of the I think there's going to be a PlayStation or two in here. And that's mostly what this is going to be used for. But that's what's going on here. We know there's a lot of content out there, so we sure do appreciate you watching. If you have a chance, we sure hit that like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, you know, if it's not asking too much. If you have a renovation that you've been dreaming about, we would love to be your partners in success. Hit us up on our phone or check out our website and book a call. We would love to work with you and hear how we can be of service for you. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching and stay awesome. Bye now.